something grabs you. Gently, like an invisible current. You drift faster, faster, toward absolute darkness. What happens to your body? What does crossing the point of no return truly feel like? Most think black holes are just dark, empty voids floating in the sky. That's completely wrong. When a massive star dies, its core caves in on itself. It implodes at roughly 167 million miles per hour. That's nearly a quarter the speed of light. This violent collapse crushes a mind-blowing amount of mass into basically zero space. A black hole holding 10 times our sun's mass would measure barely 37 miles across. You'd cover that distance in a 30-minute drive. The insane density breaks reality. The core simply disappears. It leaves behind a massive gravitational shadow. We are talking about absolute, total cosmic destruction. Hit that like button and subscribe. It takes just 1 single second. We'll keep exploring the universe, and killing 2 birds with 1 stone is always a smart move. Let's roll. I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone jump in? Well, if you plan to fall into one, you need to pick the right target. There are 2 main flavors. First is the stellar black hole. It sits at about 15 miles wide. It holds 20 times the mass of our sun. Hold on tight, because this tiny terror will strike before you even dare to approach. You wouldn't survive at all. Bye-bye. Just kidding. There's another option. Then you have the supermassive black hole. These dark titans pack 1,000,000 times the mass of our sun. You can actually cross the threshold of this one completely intact. Good news is, there happens to be one smack dab in the middle of our very own Milky Way galaxy. It sits roughly 165 quadrillion miles away from us. That's far enough to let you sleep soundly tonight. But it's close enough to run this hypothetical experiment. It dominates the galactic center completely. It dictates the orbits of millions of stars. You approach the sleeping beast, then the weird physics kick in. Reality starts looking completely fishy. But it also bends light itself. Just outside the main boundary sits the photon sphere. Light is trapped in a permanent, infinite orbit here. If you hovered in this exact spot and looked straight ahead, you'd see the back of your own head. Light bounces off your back, travels entirely around the black hole, and hits your eyeballs. Gravity also warps time. The stronger the gravitational pull, the slower time ticks. A friend watching you from a safe ship sees you moving in agonizing slow motion. You look up at them and see the rest of the universe rushing by like a movie on fast forward. You push the panic button. You turn your ship around in the nick of time. You fire the engines. You make it home. But 40 Earth years have already passed. Your friends are old or gone. Buzzkill, am I right? Then you reach the ultimate line, the event horizon. There's no glowing energy wall. There's no alarm bell ringing in your ear. There's just an invisible, one-way border. It acts as a perfect spherical shell, shielding the inside from the rest of the universe for eternity. Cross that invisible line, and absolutely nothing escapes. Not even a radio signal, not even light itself. You're cut off forever. The trap snaps shut on you, right now. You cross over. Now the universe fractures into two completely different truths. From your friend's perspective, you slow down, you dim, you turn deep red, then you completely freeze. You remain suspended just above the event horizon forever. You become a ghost. You never actually cross. From your perspective, it's a totally different story. Nothing explosive happens. You feel no physical sensation. Whoa, just a rising tide of absolute darkness. The universe shrinks behind you into a single, terrifyingly tiny point of light. Both of these realities are completely correct. Welcome to the maddening world of black hole physics. Once inside the event horizon, the fundamental rules flip entirely. Out here on Earth, you move around freely in space, but you're forced straight ahead through time. In there, time and space swap jobs. Every single spatial direction points exactly to one destination. Left, right, up, or down. It doesn't matter. Every single path leads straight to the center. You can no more dodge the center than you can unage your own body. To survive the absolute longest time possible, do nothing. Don't struggle, just drift. But death is still coming. Your feet are hanging closer to the center than your head. Gravity pulls on your boots infinitely harder than your helmet. It pulls hard enough to stretch your physical body like hot taffy. You become longer. You become thinner. Your bones snap. Your cells rupture. You get horribly, unbelievably hotter. That sounds terrible. Eventually, your entire physical form is reduced to a single, ultra-thin stream of superheated plasma. Scientists actually call this grim process spaghettification. At least you leave the physical realm with a spiffy name attached to your demise. At the very center lies the singularity. All of the black hole's stolen mass is crushed down into a single point. It has literally zero size. It boasts infinite density. Our best mathematical equations spit out pure garbage here. It's a mathematical mess. The math that put human beings on the surface of the moon completely breaks down. It's basically a huge divide by zero error built into the fabric of the cosmos. The singularity has no measurable surface. We genuinely have no clue what sits in the dark down there. It could be a portal. It could be a solid wall of quantum gravity. It could be absolutely nothing. We just don't know. We do know it erases you. Everything that made you human vanishes. Your memories, your unique DNA, your entire identity wiped out. A black hole remembers exactly three things about what it eats: mass, spin, electric charge. That's all. You're stripped of your humanity. You just become pure mass. To add insult to injury, most black holes are furiously spinning. They rotate at speeds up to 90% the speed of light. This violent spinning creates a chaotic zone called the ergosphere. Space itself gets physically dragged along for the ride. You absolutely can't stay still in the ergosphere, no matter how hard you fire your engines. The singularity of a spinning black hole isn't a dot. The centrifugal force stretches it outward into a massive ring. A ringularity. Some brilliant physicists think passing through a ringularity might just open a back door to a totally different universe. But let's leave that rabbit hole for another day. Here's a wild twist. Black holes don't live forever. They die too. Right near the edge of the event horizon, quantum fluctuations are constantly popping into existence. They create matter and antimatter pairs. Normally, they annihilate each other in a jiff. But near the horizon, one particle falls into the dark. The other particle escapes. That tiny escaping piece is called Hawking radiation. Its mass is stolen directly from the black hole. Over unimaginable spans of time, the black hole slowly shrinks. It radiates faster and faster. Finally, it vanishes completely in one blinding, cataclysmic burst of raw energy. And then, there's nothing. The cosmic trapdoor closes itself forever. The dark prison is gone. The entire system is totally erased. The universe simply moves on. But you shouldn't hold your breath. A black hole holding the mass of our sun lives for 10 to the 67th power years. Supermassive beasts live for 10 to the 100th power years. To put it in perspective, imagine a giant hourglass. It's chock full of a bunch of sand. There's exactly 1 grain of sand for every single particle in the observable universe. 1 grain drops to the bottom every 10 billion years. Wait for that massive hourglass to completely empty out. Yeah, not even 1% of a supermassive black hole's lifespan would have ticked by. Never tell me the odds of waiting that out. Your brain literally can't process that scale of time. It's terrifying. But where did you go? Stephen Hawking proposed one final, brilliant idea. Information is never truly destroyed. It just branches out. In one universe, you crossed the event horizon. In another parallel universe, you never crossed at all. Both versions of you exist right now. They're separated forever by an unbreakable cosmic wall. It's the most absolute, irreversible, one-way decision in human history. No takebacks. We can only ever observe their outsides. All of our most advanced, beautiful theories probably get their insides completely wrong. They're full of technobabble, constantly poking holes in our understanding of reality. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. It just means there are still massive mysteries left to solve. There are still gigantic, world-shattering ideas waiting in the dark. Would you dare cross that invisible line? Well, if your mind is sufficiently blown, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comments exactly what dark cosmic horror we should explore next today. The universe has laws, but we're here to push them to the breaking point. I'm Rabo, and the lab is always open. Catch you on the next one.